What's going on, everybody? My name's Crypto Corey. I love all things crypto, and we've got another Veve Ecomi show for you today. The market has tanked a ton, and my portfolio from its highs, I've lost about $5,000-$6,000 just in a few weeks in the evaluation of my portfolio. Now, I haven't sold anything. And actually, I haven't bought anything. So if you're kind of wondering if I went for the Triumph motorcycle for the 007 movies drop, I didn't go for the drop at all. And then I didn't go for the poster. I was actually in church during the poster drop, but I wouldn't have gone for the poster either. It's not that I don't think they're not good. I mean, obviously, I think there's some people stacking motorcycles for potentially renting them out in the future, which is awesome. But I just, I'm going to start being a little bit more picky and choosy with my investments right now into Veve. In terms of, like, normally you should go for every drop. But at the same time, for me to load up 87 more gems when I've already basically, like, purchased all the collectibles I can during this dip, I'm kind of gem poor right now. And I'm really not trying to put more money into the app at this current moment. Just not that I would want to, but I just don't personally have the money at the moment. I just had my second son, and we just got back from Disney, so just all of that all at the same time has been a little expensive. And my focus right now is actually to be feeding my Roth IRA for the next few months, and then I'm going to shift back into probably crypto a little bit, and then I'll be getting a little more heavier into Veve. But so basically, I want to talk about this drop in the market, and people are kind of getting scared, and they're third-party selling out, or they're just they're selling all their collectibles and holding gems in anticipation for the MTL program. I don't want to speculate on what's going to happen when MTL finally rolls out, or when the MTL rolls out for the rest of the public. But what I do want to just kind of talk about is there's things that are going on right now. I'm seeing basically AR style glasses that would be really good for a AR metaverse. I'm seeing dinosaurs for Jurassic Park, including giant sign. I'm seeing all kinds of really, really awesome stuff that's going to be coming in the future. And, some of these things kind of have some gamification looks to them. And I think that what we need to just keep in mind is that we're really early into the space. We're just now getting cash out options for the first time. So, like, if you're kind of concerned, there's a lot of people, because I've been making a bunch of controversial videos, and there's a bunch of people who are, like, trying to jump on what they think is my side and say, yeah, this is a complete scam, it's just to go get OMI or something like that. And, while I'll actually say, yeah, the whole idea of these collectibles in terms of buying and selling is for you to be doing it in the OMI token. That was their initial purpose. They weren't originally going to do an MTL, I believe, but they are providing an MTL out. So that's cool. I like that. It's for people who aren't really into the crypto side. They can do it this way. Fees are definitely going to be higher than if you do it through like an OMI exchange. And I do think the OMI method is probably going to be what I will prefer. I mean, obviously, we won't know until it hits. But, I don't want people to sit there and think that this app is going to crash. Like, if the crypto winter happens and MTL has rolled out, and you can buy and sell and you're not trapped, or they're being clear on what's about to happen or the future, I don't think that this company is going to fail. They're not in threat of failing anytime soon. So when a lot of people are saying that this is just going to be that they'll end up just failing as normal, not to say that they're a scam, but they're just going to fail because NFTs are a scam. I think that's really where a lot of the FUD's coming from right now. Is NFTs have gained a ton of traction nationwide in the United States, and the gaming community has basically came out against NFTs almost as a whole, which is fine. I'm not going to argue that people who buy a $60 game just want to play the game, and they don't want to have to buy and sell things, and they just want to grab a game and play. And then you've got people who want to play a game but they also want to buy cloaks and this and that, and then they sit there and they'll talk about how they can sell those on their Steam and they can put them into another game, but it's tied to the game. So what the disconnect I see from the gaming community is the monetization of cashing it out, you getting paid for playing. These concepts are new to them, and you gotta understand the society that all the kids have grown up in, including what I grew up in, is that you can't make money. You can't be a professional video gamer. You can't make money just playing video games. So that's the notion that we were taught our whole lives. And I'm not necessarily saying that now you can just live and play video games, like maybe, but really what's happening is now we're creating a system to where if you're really involved in gaming and you do well, you can actually maybe just play for free, or you get maybe a little bit of compensation for your gaming, but there are going to be people who are going to be losing. So I see it, there's going to not just be blockchain gaming and regular game. Like, there's not going to be one and not the other. They're both going to exist. But I do think that the gaming community is putting a lot of FUD on the NFTs right now, and plus there's just in general market concerns, and I think that the broader market is driving down both crypto and the NFT markets. It's just a downtrot time. So I think the last thing people need to be doing, though, is selling out, whether it's third party or doing some form of a selling your collectibles and just getting gems and holding on to a bunch of gems for later or something, waiting for the MTL. I want to just kind of instill in people that I believe in Veve because I think it's early. I think the space is early. I think that they've got an uphill battle, but I don't think that's something that they're having that much issue with. They're just moving forward as normal. They're handling a lot of stuff. They purged a lot of bots. There's a lot of good things happening in Veve. I just think that there needs to be some clarification to new investors, so that way new investors aren't caught off guard. And then I think that, once some form, doesn't matter which, but some form of a cash out happens, whether it's through MTL or whether it's through crypto, when that happens, this all becomes a moot point, because then someone's going to get involved in the app and then they're going to figure out how to cash out, and it's not going to be we need to inform you that you can't cash out yet before you invest into this app, which they're really not doing that well. A lot of people who are friends of mine, they downloaded the app and they put in a little bit of money to get their first collectible, and then all of a sudden they're like, so how would I cash out? And they hit me up on that, and they don't really get the information they're looking for via the website. They just know that they can't cash out, and that instantly scares them. They instantly are worried that they just dropped $100 on a digital image of something that they can't get the money back for. So they don't know what this Veve app is or does. It's brand new, so it's not exactly finished. All the bugs haven't been fixed yet. We don't have the cash out option. So I've got friends who are getting scared off the app because they didn't know certain things about it. They just heard Disney and Star Wars. They just heard that and they thought, oh, if I'm going to get into NFTs, I'm going to get into these NFTs, and that's what I thought. It's a good notion, but when I did my research, I had to do a lot of research to basically find out that there is no cash out, and I went for it anyways. I went for it based on IP, which isn't a guarantee either. I don't want people to think that because they have all the IPs, that means that they're not going to fail. There's always the possibility. I'm not a fanboy. I'm bringing information to you honestly, and these are my opinions, obviously. So if you've got different opinions, that's fine. I'm not angry with people. But the thing that I want any person watching my channel to know is I'm not monetized. I'm not saying I'll never be monetized, but if I do get monetized, I'm going to tell you about it first, and then I'm going to make sure it's known what I'm doing. But there are a few things I refuse to ever do. I refuse to ever do sponsored content Like, if I ever get there for some odd reason, I don't want to do any sponsored content where I get paid to advertise someone's stuff, even if it's good stuff. I want to advertise your stuff for free. If you want to compensate me, send me stuff just to be like, oh, here, thank you for being nice about us. Here's a t-shirt. I don't really want your money. I make plenty of money on my own, and I just have fun investing. So that's basically what I do. So I'm not getting paid for anything. I'm not asking for your money. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have any of that stuff. And I want to continue that. And that way that there's no reason for me to be biased at all. And I'm going to tell you that I've got investments that you would think just because I'm investing in it, I might have a bias for it. But I'm invested in things that I'm skeptical of. I look at certain things. It looks like it could be good. It's a gamble. I throw a little bit of money at it, and then I remain pretty darn skeptical until I see some actual movement. When it comes to Veve, I see a little bit more upside. I see some real future. They're working on a lot of stuff. The community's huge. So I see a little bit more potential with Veve than I do a lot of the other risky investments that I do. But, most of my investments are just sound, top market cap, large cap items, Roth IRA, index funds. That's basically how I'm splitting my money up. But I've got, handfuls of, money here and there thrown into very risky projects. And Veve being one of them, and then Veve producing very well. Another one was Crypto.com, which is now Kronos Coin. The Kronos coin, I invested into that, and it just skyrocketed. And it wasn't a top 5 market cap. It was in like the top 20, but I invested into it anyways, and it's been my best performer as far as assets go in the crypto markets. So I'm not upset with any of this. But I want you to just relax, buy the dip, enjoy Veve. Don't waste your money. Be smart with your money. I don't believe in OMIs going to $10 or anything crazy like that anytime soon. I can't predict that. We can't even do the TA properly. I've done a video on TA, and basically what I showed you is we're too early to get any understanding of how the OMI token performs. OMI token isn't even tied formally to the collectibles in a way that we can utilize yet. So just because of that, you can't do TA on it. You just can't. But I want to thank you for joining me. Nothing I say is financial advice. My name's Crypto Corey, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day, y'all.